Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fourth official episode of Los Boyos Hermanos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your fourth annual Los Boyos Hermanos episode. This really is an annual thing.
Wait, no shot, it's been 4 years since you started.
Not sponsored.
So last year we interviewed our boy Hayden Castleman, also known as Sing Songy Man, also known formerly as HC Creates. We asked him about his up and coming music career and his previous performance in Ohio's Got Talent, which we'll get into his most recent performance in Ohio's Got Talent later throughout the episode. So we're just gonna go through these questions about what he wants to do for in the future, what his long-term goals are, any obstacles along the way, and some things that he's done in the past year or so, because this guy has done quite a bit of stuff. So without further ado, Hayden, how are you feeling? How are you feeling so far?
But I'm feeling great. I'm glad to be back. I was on the first podcast episode, I believe, so I'm definitely glad to be back, continuing the podcast series with you guys. So let's get into it.
All right. Yeah, you were in the first. You were. It was the unofficial first episode, but that was actually the episode when he came to us, was like, "Hey, we can make you a jingle, or I can make you a jingle."
Dude, I remember that.
I can make you a jingle.
Yo, that's
and
gonna
then
be
he
in
sent,
the intro.
Yeah, I know. He sent us like 20 different. I mean, I think it was like the same melody. It was just like in different sound types or different like instruments, kind of.
Yeah, I think I recorded like 50 of them or something like that.
So he sent me this one long.
I don't know how much
file.
I sent you guys though, but
yeah, you sent us about like 20 or so. All of them were good, but we of course obviously picked the one that we use in the intro, and that's gonna be iconic for however many episodes we do. If we go yearly.
Once I get a studio, I'm remaking it so it's higher quality.
Oh, that's perfect. And this guy, by the way, let me remind you, this guy did what was it called? Waiting for Love by Avicii, because Monday Left Me Broken was like a meme. And this guy was like, "Yo, I'll do it on the piano." That shit was the coolest thing I think I've ever had anyone do.
Goated.
Yeah, that was great. Good memories.
That was awesome. I love that. Let's just start simple. So, what's a moment in your life when you realized that music was more than just a hobby for you?
I think it goes back to middle school. I performed for the first time ever on stage, as a solo. I ended up doing the talent show in my middle school and got first place doing that. And I had already loved singing before, not as a career though. Acting used to be my thing, but I don't know. I think the thrill of doing it, especially when you're nervous, I'm nervous no matter what. When I first go on stage, I'm always nervous. I think that's a great quality to have, is actually being nervous at the start. And yeah, I think just from there, being on stage is something I enjoy. And the more I've actually done it, I think hitting with audience and doing a lot of fun stuff with that is something I've really enjoyed with performing. So I think that's kind of what's been aiding my passion lately as well, is just being able to have an audience in front of me to talk to after I perform. And it's also, I will say, recently gives me inspiration to where the audience has room for interaction during my music. I'll segue into that later of what I'm talking about with that. But basically, I'm looking to have a lot more audience interaction with my music in the future.
Okay. No, I like that. If you approach me and we have a good conversation, I'll keep that shit flowing. I will never approach you.
Yeah, it's weird. If you catch me basically in a one-on-one situation in public, whether you recognize me, you're someone I don't know as well, I'm so awkward. You see me in videos, but you wouldn't really expect me to be the same in real life if you were to meet me. I think in a way I'm more of myself when I'm in front of a lot of people and on camera.
I can tell you someone who's like that too.
I can't really explain it, but that's just kind of how it is. You're gonna get more out of me on camera or on stage versus in real life. You'd have to get to know me, obviously. If you got to know me, it'd be different. I just feel like on camera, I am a little bit more open, I'd say.
You know what? That's valid. Has anything changed in your long-term goals or your beliefs?
I am doing a lot more lately in real life with music, not on video. I'm still terrible at uploading videos. What I am good at is making progress outside of videos. I got new equipment. Not recording it yet, but I got it. Also, getting offered a gig, by the way, that I'm going to be doing in July. Hopefully I'll upload a video, a full video in July. It's a 3-hour gig. For my first ever gig, I think I'm doing pretty good.
Hey, Fukuno, I mean, nobody forgets their first. So let's congratulate HC Creates.
Hell yeah,
Yes, sir.
bro. Congrats, bro. That's actually dope as heck.
Yo!
Forgive the late soundboard. I was
got
trying
the
to
sound effects, dude. That's crazy.
I was trying to figure out how to do that quickly, but I mean, you know, that's honestly really cool. Honestly, I'm really eager to learn about that. You know what? Any exposure is good exposure, is what I'd say.
If an opportunity doesn't come your way, then even if it's like a paid thing, if they don't value your time and they don't want you, don't do it. People are gonna want you. You want people to want you. And that's what I did with my first gig. I didn't go out search and be like, hey, I can do gigs. No, like I performed at Ohio Has Talent. I perform at these actual events and people end up wanting me. A lot of it's about people you know. Like a lot of those people have connections to bigger events, possibly. Bigger people, local events, I'd say, local places, good place to start for that kind of stuff.
Is there anything you used to believe about music or success that you've changed your mind on?
I think I've just been a little bit more open as to like my possible pathways in the music industry.
Would you say music has influenced or changed who you are as a person?
Recently, it's really been I evolve with my music, and the music I make changes me, not the music I listen to. Now, does it inspire me? Yes. Other music inspires me. I go through these different eras of listening. Like 1 month, I'll be listening to this group of music or songs, I'd say, because they're not all the same genre typically. So like 1 month I'll be listening to like Bo Burnham. The next month I'll be listening to MJ. Like it's all over the place every month. I think it just changes by month, really. I think that's the kind of stuff that inspires me over time. Is I listen to so many different sounds and takes. I was Bo Burnham's like top 0.05 listener 1 month, if that tells you anything. Like I have been struggling to make serious music now. Like I've gone deeper and deeper into like making funny stuff and simple sounding music and not making serious music. It's it's pretty bad. I'm trying to be serious, but like I can't anymore right now. I got too much Bo in me.
I think that's awesome. Have a little goofy phase, you know?
I mean, yeah.
No, that's true. Like, I'm kind of glad I have different phases. Like, that's not something I don't feel like all our music artists have. Like, that's why I say, like, the music I make changes me, and the music I listen to inspires me.
Okay, you know what? That's valid. I mean, obviously, if you're a person that makes music, of course, the music that you listen to will, of course, in very direct and indirect ways, change how your music is created. So you know what? I respect that. I'm not sure if I've asked this the last episode. At your age, you know, even though I'm saying this, even though we're both the same age, what has been the hardest part of pursuing a music career?
I think the hardest thing is consistently posting on social media. I think that's part of the struggle for a lot of people is they're not inspired to do social media. And there's there's no shame in hiring an editor. I don't mind hiring people to help me out. I mean, that's what they're for. That's what jobs are for. Decent amount of huge artists don't produce their own music. It's okay to ask for help. It usually, helps you out. So I need it, but I don't want to pay it. So for me, you just got to get better at posting. That's what I got to do.
An Evan Almighty TV official quote right here, right now on this podcast.
Ooh, let's start it.
The way to beat procrastination is to do that thing.
No way.
Punch it in the face!
The best way to beat procrastination is to do it. There's no no matter how many motivational videos you watch on YouTube, no matter how many.
I got bad news, Evan. I got bad news, Evan. Nike already took that one.
Fuck.
Yeah, and Evan, newsflash, Shia
you're gonna get sued, man. You're gonna get sued.
Let's talk career-wise and academic-wise. What are your plans academically or career-wise? Where are you gonna go from here?
I have gotten accepted into Purdue. I will be majoring in music, and I will be focusing on songwriting, so that's gonna be fun. And then I'm also gonna be minoring in music industry. I gotta know the industry, and not because necessarily I want to go fully independent, because I think record labels are important still, even with social media kind of social media and music promotional tools, I feel like there's not as much of a need for music labels, because that's kind of like social media is kind of the way to get out there and be successful. If I have to hire someone to manage me, I will. I have no problem doing that. If I suck at doing something, why would I try to do it?
You can't really do everything yourself, you know?
Did you ever consider making like game soundtracks or anything? Did that ever cross your mind? Or
yeah, have you ever considered like producing like instrumental music?
Ooh, that's a good question. No, but if someone asked me to, I'd say heck yeah.
I mean, you made the jingle, so I mean, I don't think you wouldn't make other music.
I mean, yeah, like I knowing me, I'd probably give it a 5. I was just slightly tempted to show y'all an idea. But
well, hold on. What's the idea? Come on.
I love playing that thing too much. But
when you're making an original song, right? What usually comes first? Is it the lyrics, the melody, or the emotion?
Whichever comes first, I kind of just start off with that.
So would you say that sometimes it is like everything comes in at once, or is it more just like, you know, whatever comes first is just random?
Very rarely it all comes in at once. It does happen sometimes, but if we're trying to give a more direct answer, I would say it does just come in randomly. It doesn't all just like the song structure and melody come in at the same time. I do find myself coming up with a melody more often and then chords behind that in my head, like song structure in my head while I sing the melody, if that makes sense.
Can you tell us about any upcoming original songs you're planning to release? Can you give us like the sauce?
In terms of like releasing new music, I will be actually releasing music through a more industry standard process, which is DistroKid, which is a music distributor. And when it comes to new music, the gig song.
You were on an Ohio radio station, K94, which is one of your accomplishments, might I add.
Bro.
hell yeah.
MLG.
What was your initial reaction? Were you invited on the show? What was your initial reaction to being invited on the show?
When I got offered that, seriously, pure excitement. And not too long after, I just ended up making a song for the radio show. I didn't think I was going to do it. I didn't have a premeditated, like, ooh, I'm going to do this. No, like it just came to me one day. I'm like, dude, what if I made a song for it? Like, I think I was just so excited about it. Like, I just started making a song, naturally started making a song about it. I'm like, okay, let's just make a song about it. And I did.
Going to a radio station to, you know, perform a song
for the first time. For the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, live on the radio. You know, being live on the radio for the first time is some crazy shit. It's not as big as being interviewed on Los Boyos Hermanos, obviously, but I mean, you know, it's still big.
Yeah.
It's still big. You competed in Ohio Has Talent once again this year.
Yup.
And you won second place after last year's third place. What was different this time, and what did you learn from this experience that you didn't learn last time?
One of the main differences, like last year, I did not have as many people. Not a lot of people went for me. I was way more comfortable. Compared to last year, for some reason, I felt like I could lift a car this year. like that's how much adrenaline I had going through it. I could have lifted a freaking car, dude. I still felt like I could sing everything, like anything, like I did last year. Another difference from last year is backstage, I actually talked to people a lot. I felt like everyone got along better too. Not that anyone fought last year. That wasn't like that at all, but I felt like everyone was more comfortable, even though I was one of the only 2 returning performers there.
If there is another, I mean, there probably will be because they do this annually.
That's what I was going to get to, Evan.
Are you going to participate a third time?
Evan, this is what I was going to get to, bro. They're not doing it anymore.
No. What?
Whoa.
I don't see it as a bad thing because a lot of people would be like, oh, you're not doing it next. Dude, I didn't even know if I was planning on doing it next year.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. And before we move on to this next question, can you flex your trophy real quick for the screen?
Dude, yes. I'd love to. Take a look at my trophy. If y'all stayed to the very end of my documentary, y'all got me like wearing the not the Burger King crown, it's totally my own crown, but like the crown and like flexing it and like doing
right
like at the end or something like that. It was super funny. It was hilarious. It wasn't me being cocky, by the way. It was me being funny. I never like to shove this in people's face, but hey, look at this. I get places, guys.
That is
I
one
do.
shiny trophy. That actually looks
It
really
is.
good.
I think it is a little bit shinier than the other one I got. And a little bit bigger than the other trophy I got too.
Well, okay.
I can tip it over. It doesn't mean anything to
Right.
me. Like, it's just a little trophy.
So let's talk about your most recent documentary. So you made a documentary on your YouTube channel titled Never Walk Away. So my question for you is, what was your thought process behind the creation of this documentary?
There's nothing to it. It's just like last year where I'm just like, oh, hey, what if I made a documentary? But this year it's like, well, let's make another documentary. It's not like I'm coming up with it for the first time. It's not a new idea or anything. It's just like, of course I'm gonna make a documentary. I did it last year. That's really all I got for that question. It's just, it just makes sense. I did one last year.
Where do you or would like to see yourself in 5 years?
I hope to see myself still moving up in terms of just the process of getting myself out there to performing for an audience. I hope to see myself performing for an audience that is there for me in the next 5 years.
Fair.
Fair enough. And I'll tell you what, I mean, you're probably more likely to blow up, and I'll tell you why. Hayden Castleman is a tough fucking name.
You got a manager who tells you, nah, we need to change your stage name. Nah, dude. It'll become iconic.
Hayden Castleman, if someone
Yeah.
is hearing your name for the first time today, what's the one thing you want them to remember about you?
Pick anything about me and just remember it and follow me. Remember me for something and follow me for it, and I will keep being myself. That's basically it.
No, I respect that. I respect that totally. I think this has been a very incredibly interesting conversation. I've learned a lot of things from these past three. I don't even know how we managed to get to
More
3
later
hours.
on Animal Planet with Hayden Castleman. No, but yeah.
I know.
True.
We've learned a lot, honestly, and I think within the next couple of months and even couple of years, I think we're both gonna cook up some crazy things. I know
in the
we're
next
gonna.
couple years, we could possibly meet each other. Who knows?
We could, we could collab.
That'd be fun.
We
Like,
will-
even if it's just, dude, even if we don't do anything at all, like, I'd
Right.
just like to meet you one day, dude.
No, we will definitely meet at some point. I am 100% down to do that, whether it be at
Yeah,
one of your
100%.
performances or whatnot.
We
gotta do
can
the
cook
editing
on
thing.
something. That is very true.
Well, is there any ending message you have for the viewers, whether it be mine or your own?
Never walk away. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Dope.
All you gotta do is believe and never walk away.
Just
That
take
is
the
cheesy.
first step.
Honest. yeah, just take that's what it was. Take the first step. It's not really about following a message your whole life. That's just facts. But find a way to believe in yourself. Don't walk away from a tiny problem that you think you can't solve, because the thing is you probably will get through it. You just have to do it, because if you don't, you're not going to even experience it at all. So experience life, do stuff. I don't know, I'm not 50, I don't know everything about life, but what I can tell you right now is just do it. Do life,
Just
man,
do it.
because I've been doing it and I have something to live for. I have things to look forward to because I am doing stuff, because I am moving forward with my life. Move forward, never move backwards. And if you move backwards, that's okay. As long as your intentions are to move forward, there's a path set out for you.
I will say we've learned a lot, and this was a very, very, very great fourth annual
Such a good
episode
dude.
of Los Boyos Hermanos. But yeah, ladies and boyos, this has been Hayden Castleman. This has been Evan Almighty TV. This has been Fachardo. This has been Los Boyos Hermanos. Thank you all for watching and listening to this episode, and we will see you all hopefully not next year, but sometime soon.
But
Good night.
definitely next year, no.
Probably next year, though.
Yeah.